Latest reports continue to link Josh Berry to Stewart-Haas Racing. Is SHR making the right decision? How's it going, y'all? My name is Eric. Welcome to Out of the Groove. We're talking Stewart-Haas Racing, silly season, rumors and reports once again, but first, summer is almost here, and Weber Knapp's TG Series portable grill is the perfect triple threat in the world of outdoor cooking. First and foremost, it's a grill, perfect for searing meat and vegetables over a bed of hot coals from the tailgate to the trailhead. Second, it's also a griddle. TG's griddle opens the door to frying and sauteing from breakfast to dinner. And lastly, and potentially my favorite, it's also a pizza oven. Made to travel easily, the TG lets barbecue happen almost anywhere. Its compact design does not compromise on cooking space or functionality, making it perfect for any summer outdoor activity, from tailgating, camping, picnicking, fairs, competitions, boating. It's manufactured in the United States, made of robust stainless steel that withstands the test of time. Head to www.webernap.com/shop. I'll also put that link down in the description below to order your TG Series grill today and be ready for your next tailgate party. Happy Friday, y'all. We've officially made it to Memorial Day weekend, which means the greatest day in racing is right around the corner. Unfortunately, the weather in Charlotte's not looking great, but fingers crossed. One big story I want to get to today, we've talked about this a little bit in recent weeks and months, but the plot continues to thicken. We now have an official report concerning Stewart-Haas Racing's post-Kevin Harvick future. Jordan Bianchi from The Athletic reported yesterday. Josh Berry and Stewart-Haas Racing are working towards finalizing a contract that would see Berry drive for the team full-time in the Cup Series beginning in 2024. Jordan Bianchi writes in The Athletic that the contract has not yet been signed, but that the deal is expected to be finalized in the coming weeks. He also writes that Stewart-Haas Racing plans on pairing Josh Berry with veteran crew chief Rodney Childers, which means effectively Josh Berry would be filling Kevin Harvick's slot, which I guess we all expected. The Josh Berry to SHR rumors have been flowing for several weeks now, so this report isn't shocking, but it is kind of real now. We're getting a lot closer to potentially an official announcement. I'll get to my thoughts on Stewart-Haas Racing in a moment, but first, looking at this potential agreement from Josh Berry's perspective, this is a big, big win. 3 years ago, many NASCAR fans didn't even know who Josh Berry was. Now, he's been to a championship 4 in the Xfinity Series. He's won a handful of races. He's substituted for 2 of Hendrick Motorsports' Cup Series stars. And now it sounds like he may have a deal done with one of NASCAR's 4 super teams. Yes, even though they're not super fast right now, Stewart-Haas Racing is still considered a super team. Now, while Josh Berry wasn't super well known by the average NASCAR fan, he was busy tearing up short tracks across the Southeast, representing the recognizable Dale Earnhardt Jr., number 88. Josh Berry's a fantastic story. In many ways, he's a true blue-collar racer, not backed by millions of dollars of family funding or corporate partnership. Sure, he has the support of Dale Earnhardt Jr., one of the most influential names in American racing, but he built that relationship with Dale Earnhardt Jr. on performance, on his success. If he doesn't win all those late model races over the years, doesn't win a Cars Tour championship, doesn't win the 2020 NASCAR Weekly Series championship, if he doesn't win all those races, Dale Earnhardt Jr. probably doesn't get him in one of his Xfinity Series cars. Dale Jr. gave Josh Berry those opportunities because he could see the talent, because Josh Berry was winning trophies left and right based on his raw ability. As a racing fan, that's how I wish more stories would go. Drivers earn their way through the lower ranks based on success. The success is what then brings in the $1 million sponsorship, and that propels them to their next and better opportunity. That's how I wish things would go. Unfortunately, that's often not how things go. So Josh Berry, being a true talented grassroots racer, making it into NASCAR and potentially now full-time into the NASCAR Cup Series is a wonderful story, and this is a great opportunity for Josh Berry. Josh Berry is 32 years old right now. He will be 33 by the time next year starts, when he would be technically a NASCAR Cup Series rookie. That's definitely a bit old by modern NASCAR standards, but it's not unheard of. Hey, have you heard of handsome Harry Gant? He didn't go full-time Cup Series racing till he was in his 40s, and he went on to win 18 races, a Skull Bandit. He was close to winning the championship a few times. Maybe a better, more recent example would be Greg Biffle, who was also actually 33 years old when he was a rookie in the NASCAR Cup Series. And Greg Biffle, forget about the success he had in trucks, went on to win 19 Cup Series races, was really close to the championship, especially in 2005, and I think that was just his third season. So while it's somewhat rare these days, it's not unheard of for a driver in their 30s to finally make it to the Cup Series, to finally break through and get that elite opportunity. So I'm happy for Josh Berry. Again, from his perspective, this deal has huge potential. This is the kind of deal that just about every race car driver in America dreams of getting. And he got it the old-fashioned way. So I am very happy for Josh Berry. But now I do have to be honest. I hope not too brutally honest. Josh Berry is a downgrade from Kevin Harvick. I don't think that's a hot take. I think almost any driver in the Cup Series, even today, would be considered a downgrade from Kevin Harvick. I've questioned Stewart-Haas Racing quite a bit the last couple of years. From what we understand, Ford would not let Tony Stewart and Gene Haas pursue Kyle Larson. Now, even if Ford had said, yeah, go get Kyle Larson, we'll write him a big check, they still may not have gotten Kyle Larson. I'm sure Hendrick Motorsports made a very convincing offer, but they missed out on Kyle Larson. And then last year, Stewart-Haas Racing missed out on Kyle Busch. Now, I don't know exactly how this went. I'm not sure if Stewart-Haas Racing did submit an offer to Busch and he just chose Richard Childress Racing. He liked that fit better. Or maybe Stewart-Haas Racing didn't pursue Kyle Busch. And if that's the case, I have a lot of questions. Kyle Busch is on the market. It'd be like if Patrick Mahomes was available in the NFL. Every single team would at least place a call. The Kyle Busch was available. I hope you at least tried to pursue him. Whatever the case may be, Stewart-Haas Racing missed out on Kyle Larson. They missed out on Kyle Busch. Who's left? Ross Chastain just signed an extension with Trackhouse. Alex Bowman just signed an extension with Hendrick Motorsports. Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr. theoretically could be available, but I don't see them leaving Toyota. They'll retire before they probably leave Toyota. That's just my guess. Michael McDowell, maybe? Zane Smith? Shoot, Stewart-Haas Racing may still end up with Zane Smith in the not-so-distant future. Were they going to promote from within? Riley Herbst? Look, he's, I think, had a pretty solid start to the year, but he's still not contending for wins in the Xfinity Series. Haley Deegan? Okay, no, let's get serious. Stewart-Haas Racing did not have a ton of options. When you look at the list of available drivers, Josh Berry is actually pretty high on that list. I think Stewart-Haas Racing is making a pretty good choice here given the imperfect circumstances. I know I just sang Josh Berry a ton of praises. He is very good. Don't get me wrong. He is a legitimate Cup Series driver. I think he's proved that the past 8 weeks driving for Hendrick Motorsports. He is ready to start making laps consistently in the next gen. He can hang with the Cup Series crowd. I believe that. But at the same time, and I said this earlier this week, I do think Josh Berry is just a tiny bit overrated. And I think that's largely due to the fact that he's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s guy. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has a ton of fans. When he endorses someone, it sends a loud and resounding message to a large portion of the fan base. Josh Berry is very good, don't get me wrong. Last year, his first full-time year in Xfinity, he made it to the Championship 4. But I think we also have to note that 2 other JRM cars made it to the Championship 4 too. And Noah Gragson won 8 races last year compared to Josh Berry's good 3. Justin Allgaier also won 3 races last year. And if we look at this season, we're 11 races into the Xfinity Series season. And I know Josh Berry's been distracted with these cup deals and stuff, but he's winless. Josh Berry hasn't won this year. He's still driving a JRM car. JRM's not as good as they were last year, it appears. Josh Berry's still 4th in points, very good, but no wins. My point is, he's good. I don't want that to get twisted. Josh Berry's very good. Again, worthy of a Cup Series opportunity, no doubt. But fans who think he's going to come into Stewart-Haas Racing and is going to turn that team around, is going to become like the new leader of SHR within the next 2 years, I don't think I agree. I think Chase Briscoe is best suited to fill that role first, even though he's, I think, the youngest driver, would be the youngest driver on the team. I still like Ryan Preece a lot, but I haven't yet seen the spark that I was hoping for. Josh Berry is good, but my prediction is that next year, Chase Briscoe will be the best performing Stewart-Haas racing driver. Then it's a toss-up between Barry and Ryan Preece, and if Eric Almirola sticks around, who knows, he is a veteran. The biggest advantage Josh Berry will have is that Rodney Childers, it sounds like, is sticking around for at least another year. And I think Rodney Childers deserves a ton of praise. The success he had at Michael Waltrip Racing before joining Harvick at SHR. They won a championship together. Harvick is a fantastic driver, no doubt, but I think Rodney Childers is one of the best crew chiefs in the garage as well. Josh Berry will have that very valuable resource. To kind of wrap things up again, I think Stewart-Haas Racing is making probably the best choice they could given the circumstances. Did I mention that Josh Berry? Probably pretty cheap, pretty affordable. A lot of bang for your buck, and I'll say it again, Josh Berry has earned this opportunity. This is well deserved. But my point is Stewart-Haas Racing still has problems that need to be addressed. They have a young driver lineup that's going to get even younger next year, and the cars just simply aren't as fast as Joe Gibbs Racing, Hendrick Motorsports, Team Penske most weeks. They've got to get their cars faster first, and then these young drivers who I think all have a lot of potential, a lot of raw talent, then they will be able to show NASCAR fans exactly what they're capable of. The optics at Stewart-Haas are just weird right now. You know, Tony Stewart, his name's on the building. It's Stewart-Haas. I know this is just optics. He's not super hands-on day-to-day over there, but it does feel like he's more busy with, running an NHRA team with his wife. Running SRX in the summers. He's in the Fox booth every other week this year. He doesn't seem as engaged with Stewart-Haas Racing as maybe many fans would like to see. Again, I know that's just optics. Stewart-Haas Racing has other questions too, like sponsorship. For a while now, Anheuser-Busch has been rumored to be leaving Stewart-Haas for Trackhouse and Ross Chastain next year. Now, I haven't heard much from those rumors in a couple of months now. Maybe they're big fans of this Josh Berry move and they might stick with him. Who knows? I don't know. Next year, will we see a new berry flavored Busch beer or a new watermelon flavor? We'll find out. Point is, I have a lot of questions around Stewart-Haas Racing still, even after this potential deal gets signed. Happy for Josh Berry, but I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you agree with me when I say that Josh Berry is just a teeny tiny bit overrated? Let me know. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button down below if you are new to the channel and you love NASCAR racing. And thanks to my Patreon supporters as well. Have a wonderful rest of your week, folks. I will see you again later this Memorial Day weekend.